Hi everybody. So I'm doing this part 2 of the tune by Highly Suspects. Doing this acoustic guitar lesson of this version that I posted about a year ago. This is part 2, so if you come directly here, I suggest you go and watch part 1 in my videos first, and then come and watch this one. But for those that have watched that and want to learn the rest of it, then this is what this video is. So I'm just going to put the camera down so that I can show what my fretting hand is doing, because the picking hand is pretty much the same really, just some strumming, and then the picking I've already explained in the first video. So here we go. So just for benefits of kind of remembering where we left off, so we learned this part. Wish that every one of you was dead, so then I never have to pick up the phone. I just wanna be naked, masturbate all day at home. So we left at this California dream, man. And the new part is my heart is started screaming. So the only different bit there is, now what's happening there is we are sliding again from the G string 2nd fret to this G string 2nd fret to 4th, and then as we are holding that, we go into the B string. But this time we're not going back as you do when you do "It's California Dreaming." Instead we are doing, so 2nd fret of the G, slide to the 4th, hit B, but as soon as you hit B, you form a little bar on the 3rd fret of the B and high E, and you hold that, and as you slide G to B, you immediately go to E, and then you come back up to the B, you release as you're plucking, hitting back the open E, and then you go back to the A7 chord. So I'll repeat that again. G string 2nd fret to 4th, slide, hit B, form bar, hit E, come back to B, pluck, hit open E, open 7 chord, and then the rest is the same. My heart is started screaming. So to an E7, okay, and after that, what I do, not what the original is, but what I do is I play an open A7, D7 to an open B7 chord, okay. And then you repeat the 2nd verse. Shows on top of the sunset. Yes, 'cause Hollywood, you know my type. Get stoned all night with Lana. How fine, how fine of the light. Now what I do is just to connect that back to the A7, I hit. I mean, you can do variations there, but I just hit the D string on the second fret, and then go back to the A, and then you repeat that part of the chorus again. It's California Dream in my heart, you know, keep screaming, which we learn. Okay. It's California Dream. That's a new bit. That is what leads to the chorus, which is I can feel it too, that part. And what I do there, after I do the open D7 and open B7, I go to an E major to an, basically it's a bar chord again, but I play them Jimi Hendrix style, it's just easy for me. But E major, just one strum to a G sharp major, to a G, to a B major. You can play B7, which is what I do in the video. And then the chorus, after you hit those ones, is C, okay, that's the strumming for the chorus. Right, now the chords for the chorus are after the B, C. Sorry, just pulling this back. I think I made an error. Is that the walking up is E to G flat to G, not G sharp. My apologies. So. That's the chorus, and the chords are B major or B7, whichever sound you prefer. I prefer the B7, sounds a bit more bluesy. So B to D sharp to D, back to B. I can feel it too. Back to B. Come to the B, after I'm afraid of you, you do this. Just I'm not the good of a person, and I'll be afraid for you. Now this is how I played it, not how the original is played, because it's easier for acoustic in my eyes anyway. So you come back to the B, you go back to the B flat, back to A7, and you do that raspy sound again. And then you restart the song again. So that's the chorus. Just to repeat again, from the D7 to B, and then C, D sharp to D, and then what Johnny does after this, in the next part of the verse, he does the same notes. He does the same notes as when you play the first verse, which is, but this time he just plucks them and holds them ring, so just plucks them one. With a bit of vibrato. And it's the same, you know, the same notes. So if you remember, the notes were, the first one is top E string, open D. So top E string, 3rd fret, open D, then top E string, 2nd fret, and then 1st fret of the D, and then open E with 2nd fret of D. Now that part we've learnt already in the first video, but just for your benefit, is D, 2nd to 4th, pluck both of them to get the sound. So you pluck it, you hit it once, and you pluck them both, 2 pulls, and then you repeat the same again. I wanna move to California, I wanna melt into the sand. Slow dance with Elizabeth Taylor and Audrey. Buy my cigarettes from Cary Grant. Right? So you should know the notes. That's why I'm not spending time. If you watch the first video, you should know the notes. You just pluck them together and then let them ring rather than go. You just go. Okay? And then when he goes, "Nah, New York, you know I love you," he's basically just holding power chords and alternating between an E and a G. No, from a G to an E. And then the picking changes. It's not like this. The second time round it goes. And then after he does that walking up to the chorus chords, which again I play as E major to G flat to G to B, and then again you go C, D sharp, D, B, C, D sharp, D. Okay, so that's it really. That's the song. If you have any questions, if something is unclear, let me know in the comments, and hopefully I'll sort it out for you. Bye for now.